baseball fans, and welcome. We've got baseball on the show. The Atlanta Braves. Festivities are wrapping up. This place is rocking. The home opener is coming up next. So almost ready to get underway. And on the hill today, Seth Lugo. How about a report on him, Chris?
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
At the plate. Ellie De La Cruz. Late with the swing there.
0-1's the count.
Inside. And 1-1.
Two strikes.
That one in the dirt, and the count's even at 2. Up the middle, Wisely tosses to first. 1 out in the top of the first. And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. On its way to the corner. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. One down, base is empty.
That's outside.
Swing and a foul out of play.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a ground ball. Adames, the throw to first. They get the out on Acuna. And now it's Matt Olson's turn to hit. He has, as they like to say,
let me guess, Boo, light tower power?
That's right. Pitch in the dirt, and it's 1-0. Swing and a ball lifted to center field. Crow Armstrong. He makes the grab, and that'll do it. Back here at Kauffman Stadium. And pitching in this game, Spencer Schwellenbach. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
He has a great ability to command a game, Boo, but in order for that to happen today, he's got to limit damage, make smart pitches, and avoid big innings. If he were a golfer, we'd say he needs to avoid any double bogeys out there, and if he does, his scorecard is going to look pretty good at the end of the day.
This is Corbin Carroll. On the ground, and it finds its way through for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Batting second, the third baseman, Austin.
Here is Austin Riley. Outside low, and that's ball one.
Riley's one of those players that made his presence known in the majors right away. He hit a
runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second. Save. Carroll at second with nobody out. And that one goes straight to the backstop. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. 2-2. Up the middle. A dive. Nice stop. From his knees. The throw. Safe. And they take the lead. No outs. Runner at first. Rafael Devers steps in for the Royals. Foul ball there. Fouled off to the right. Foul ball still 0-2. In the air, center field. Harris has a beat on it. And there's one down. And now it's Christian Walker.
The first baseman, Christian Walker.
Walker getting to start at first. Batting in the cleanup spot. He joined the team as a free agent. And a foul ball. Man at first, one away. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. He'll circle the bases. It's 3-0. So one out, nobody on. Here's the left fielder, Colton Cowser. And first offering is fouled off. Righty delivers. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
0-2.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's the second out.
The shortstop,
Willie Adames stands in. And there's a ball. 2 outs, base is empty. Fouled off left side.
Well, lots of pitch. It can settle in. He can get some length if he just cleans up his mechanics a little bit.
Here's the pitch to Adames. Left field. Ozuna should have it. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. All set for the start of the inning. So here's the Braves' designated hitter, Josh Naylor. Lugo back to work. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Crow Armstrong. And makes the grab. And there's one away. Here's Marcell Ozuna.
The left fielder, number 20, Marcell Ozuna.
Swing and a miss. Strike one.
I think he was sitting off speed
0-1's
there.
the count.
That
1-1.
one not close. 1-1. Swings and misses at the sweeper.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that one is lifted in the air. That's out number 2. Michael Harris the second. Next up for the Braves. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
Now, there's a certain
0-1.
point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile.
No ball,
0-2
2
now.
strikes.
And
1
that
ball,
skips into
2
there.
strikes.
Carroll pulls that one down, and that is that. Welcome back, Kauffman Stadium here in Kansas City, Missouri, home of the Royals. These fans watched their team reach the postseason last year for the first time since 2015 when they won it all.
And they took a massive step forward with their development, and the numbers back it up. They won 30 more games in 20.
Dominated by the Yankees.
You know, Boog, they really believed they were good enough to keep playing in the ALCS and beyond. We'll need to see some more of that confidence this year if they want to make another run in the postseason.
Ah, that hit him.
That ball
And
hit
the
him.
leadoff man is aboard to start the inning.
You know, Boog, there always seems to be that oh-no moment for the pitcher when he's lost control of his pitch, and most of the time, it's right when he...
Runner on the move. There's a ball. Throw. Save. Line drive. And there's one down. Now it's the second baseman, Brett Wisely. First offering and it just misses. Crow Armstrong over at second, one down. That one fouled off. Check swing called strike. 1-2.
Runner, yes,
He's
yes.
trying for third. Pitch misses.
Ball 2.
Throw to third. Save. And a good eye there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
The right fielder, number
So the
7.
lineup flips over.
Corbin.
And to the plate for Kansas City, Corbin Carroll. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Swing and a foul straight back. Runners at the corners, 1 away. Bottom half of inning number 2. And that one lifted in the air center field. Harris settles under it and makes the catch. Runner tags for home. He scores on the sac fly, and it's 4-0. So here's Riley now.
Now batting, third baseman, Austin Riley.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
2 outs. Swings and misses. And it's 0-2.
0-2 is the count.
Just missed.
Really nice slider right there, sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
That one hammered left field. That's back. And it's out of here. Into the home bullpen for a homer. So he goes yard to left. And they add to the lead. It's 6-0. 2 outs, bases empty. Here's Rafael Devers. Devers, the baby-faced assassin. Swing and a ball hammered left field. That's back there. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Back here in Kansas City, top half of the 3rd inning. And now Jonah Heim. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Crow Armstrong sizing this one up. Makes the grab, 1 down. Spencer Steer, the next to hit.
Batting 8th, the 3rd baseman, number 7, Spencer Steer.
First pitch, not close.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters, even if you give up a solo shot.
There's a swing and a miss.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
And that's in the dirt.
1 strike.
One out, bases empty. One down, bases empty. And that is downstairs. And that's ball 3. Here's a swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Tyro Estrada to the plate.
The 2nd baseman, Tyro Estrada.
And it's fouled away. Steer at first, 1 gone. And that one fouled off. Oh, 0-2 now. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And now 2 gone. Back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup, Ellie De La Cruz. Next up for the Braves, he's 0 for 1. That one off the mark, ball 1. And a big swing and a miss.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That one ripped. And a base hit right there. Throw is cut off, goes to first. And they almost caught him, but he's back in time.
Everything came together for him. Good job getting the foot down so he could catch it out front and pull it. Turned on it nicely for the knock.
And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. in the dirt, and an excellent job keeping it right there. 2 on, 2 outs. Popped up. And that is that. And we're back. And now the first baseman, Christian Walker. Swing and a line drive slicing into right field. Can't get there, base hit.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there. Well, these Royals doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. And here's a stat for you, Boog. They're making contact with more than 85% of the pitches that they're swinging at. It's pretty special stuff. Not so good if you're out there on the mound.
In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Harris makes the grab, 1 away. So man aboard. And next up for the Royals, Willie Adames. Playing to left his first time. Ground ball, could be 2. Over to second for 1. On to first, double play. And that's the inning. On to the fourth. And now Matt Olson up to hit.
This is a guy that really has the ability to be more than just a slugger and a home run hitter, but to hit for average, to get on base, and to drive the ball out of the ballpark.
A swing and a miss. And that's strike 1. Swung on, belted. Crow Armstrong running hard to get it. And out number 1 on the grab. Here's Josh Naylor. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Naylor goes 5 feet 11 inches, 27 years old, and he's usually a first baseman, but today he's the designated hitter. Line drive. He hauls it in, 2 away.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Ozuna stands in here, takes ball 1 low.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Swing and a high fly ball deep left field. Cowser brings it in for the 3rd out. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Pete Crow Armstrong. Swings through that one for strike 1.
0-1's the count.
High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 1 away. And now it's the catcher, Gary Sanchez. 0 for 1 so far. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. In today's game, you look at exit velocity as a measure of process, and if guys are hitting the ball hard, eventually the results usually follow. Gary Sanchez, he is a guy that hits the ball hard. Swing and a miss at a slider.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. And now it's going to be Brett Wisely. The walk and a run scored his first time. On the ground, right side. Oh, what a stop. Throws from his knees. Nicely done for the out. Ready now for the fifth inning. And now the center fielder, Michael Harris the second. Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. He sends it out of here. It's 6-1. And here's the catcher, Jonah Heim. Fly to center his first time. Swing and a miss, strike one. They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. And 1-2. Bouncer to second. Wisely tosses to first, and that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Spencer Steer next up for the Braves. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. 2 away now.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those could be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
And there's a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. There's a swing and a drive. Crow Armstrong makes a move towards the gap. Makes the catch, inning over. Back here at Kauffman Stadium, bottom of the inning. Now here's the leadoff hitter for the Royals, Corbin Carroll. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, these Royals, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. A handful have turned into outs, but of the balls they've put in play, 10 have been line drives. I say keep barreling the ball and good things will happen. Don't let that get you frustrated.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Here is Austin Riley. He's already homered here in this one. Swings and misses. Strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Next offering misses down and away. Riley was a kid in high school that was scouted by most teams as a pitcher. In fact, 95% of the teams wanted him as a pitcher. And I actually asked him, were you interested in being drafted as a pitcher? And he told me directly, no, I hated it. My arm hurt all the time. And here is Devers. And Devers hits that one. Ozuna sizes this one up. Drops into the glove. And that's the inning. Back here in Kansas City. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Ellie De La Cruz.
Number 25, Matt Raw.
And first offering is fouled off. The shortstop takes the ball.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. 1 up, 1 down. Ronald Acuna Jr. is up. He's someone who grew up playing baseball with his friends. Singy, his school was next door to the only baseball field in his hometown.
Yeah, that made it easy to jump the fence and play games after class, which is exactly what they did. School started at 7, but the moment it was over, it was time for baseball. Ronald would play until his mom yelled for him to come home for dinner.
Foul ball. And the 0-2 stays alive. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And 2 away now. Matt Olson up to the plate. 0 for 2 in this one. High fly ball out to left field. Cowser makes the grab, and that's the inning. Bottom of the 6th. So up now for Kansas City, Christian Walker. Swing and a pop-up. Estrada under it. Squeezes it. 1 down. Colton Cowser steps in for the Royals. New pitcher for the Braves, number 43.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
0-1.
The 0-1. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Pitch misses, and the count 1-2. Bases empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Blew the express right by his bat for strike 3. And now the shortstop, Willie Adames. And first offering is fouled off. This to center field. That one gets down for a hit. And they have their first hit since the 3rd inning.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. That could be a dangerous pitch if you don't get it inside enough, because as a hitter, you see it coming across the plate the whole way. No problem handling it and putting a good swing on it that time.
Crow Armstrong stands in now and watches strike 1. Check swing, no appeal.
Ball, that's down.
In the dirt, but kept close. Adames off of first with 2 away. Ripped on a line. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Coming home. He'll score easily.
Comes through with the RBI. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
And Gary Sanchez at the plate. Drew Rasmussen will take over here.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guy are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but He's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Tap foul at the plate. Fly ball down the line, and that's a foul ball. Runner at third, 2 away.
Ball 1.
Grounds one to short. De La Cruz. They limit the damage here. Well, this game isn't very close, Singy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there.
All right, Singy, when you played, how much of a fashionista were you? Would you come to the ballpark dressed to the nines?
No, I wouldn't. Even on the road trips, I was, pretty average. There were some guys that would dial it up, and there'd be some outfits where you're kind of double taking and saying, where in the world are you going? But overall, I'd say I kept it low key.
He swings and fouls one off. Yeah, you see some guys into the fashion nowadays and big on the gram, as the kids like to say. Post their fits, right? That's what you say?
Is that what it is?
Fit? Your fit, your outfit, your fit.
Got a little drip around the neck, too?
Yeah, believe it. Scale of 1 to 10, how old do we sound right now?
Really old, like close to Social Security benefits.
Yeah. And now he steps off the rubber. One down, base is empty. Sanchez gathers, throws. Ball arrives too late. He's on safely after the drop, third strike.
The center fielder.
Here's the center fielder, Michael Harris II. He's already homered in this game. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1. Strom, 33 years old, and he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in the state of North Dakota. Up and in. 1 ball, 1 strike.
1-1.
The 1-1 is fouled off. That one just misses the outside corner. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. That one out to right. Carroll hustling after it. And he makes the catch. 2 away. Now in for the Braves, Jonah Heim. This one popped up. Wisely makes the grab, and that is that. And we're back. Here's the second baseman, Brett Wisely.
Second baseman, Brett Wisely. Now pitching
on the mound now, Dylan Lee.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
And that's in there for a strike. Little slider that finds the mark.
No need to offer at that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
Pulls it in for the out. And now the right fielder, Corbin Carroll.
Corbin Carroll.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Here's Austin Riley. That's out to center field. Harris makes the play, and there are 2 outs. Man aboard, and here is Devers. 0 for 3 with 3 flyouts.
Devers. Pinch hitting for the Royals, number 15, Hunter. Goodman. Now pitching for
Here comes a new arm for the Braves, Griffin Jacks.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Inside corner, and that's called a strike. That one missed.
Aye. 2-2 the count.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Carroll off of first with 2 away. And they'll do it again. Ground ball up the middle. Oh, look at the stop. Fires to first, and that's a great play for the out. Ready to begin the 8th. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Spencer Steer. Strom back to work. Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit by pitch to lead off the inning.
Now
and next for Atlanta, Tyro Estrada. And first offering is fouled off. Nobody out, runner at first. On the ground, could be 2. Glove flip for 1 to Walker, and that's 2. 2 down, bases empty. Now the leadoff spot for the Braves. Ellie De La Cruz, 1 for 3.
For the Royals, number 59, Tom Castro.
Slice the other way. That's a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive. Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate. 0 for 3 in this one. First offering. Runner goes. Pitch misses inside. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. Fought off foul. Runner at second, 2 down, and we're in the top of the 8th. This to third, Riley. Gets it to first, and Acuna retired. That's the 3rd out. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 8th. Now here is Christian Walker.
Now pitching for
new arm out of the bullpen, Sean Dubin.
66.
And he has some nasty breaking stuff.
Dubin.
That one the other way, and it stays fair. Now he turns and heads for second. The throw in. Safe. And that's his third hit. So digging in, Colton Cowser. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Harris has a beat on it. Brings it in. Runner tags at second. And the throw's offline. Safe at third.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like
this one smoked. Could be trouble. Runner in from third to extend their lead. The throw into second, and in at second with an RBI double.
Waste no time there. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
And now, Pete Crow Armstrong squirts away a little bit.
1.
One out and a runner at second. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And a foul ball. Just missing there. And the count is 1-2.
Tough to take a 2-strike changeup that just missed. I think it froze him.
And that's off the inside edge. It's 2-2. On the ground, right side. Oh, a great flip. And very nicely done for the out. Here's Gary Sanchez now. Known for his rocket arm behind the plate.
Sanchez.
And first offering is fouled off. Sliced hard but foul. Adames on third with 2 out. Next one misses. Now 1-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. We go to the 9th. Here is Matt Olson.
Matt Olson.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Next offering is fouled back. And the sweeper misses. That's a laser base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely, and that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
Naylor now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Foul ball there. Runner at first with no outs here. Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Wisely to Adames. That's 1. To Walker, and that's 2. The Braves down to their last out. Marcell Ozuna next up for the Braves. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. First pitch misses. Ground ball to short, and this ought to do it. Throw to first. That'll do it. Major league win.
Yeah, nicely done.